Platinum trophies. For me, one of the most fun things to achieve whilst playing a game on the PlayStation, all the way from the PlayStation 3 through to the PlayStation 5. For me, they add more challenges to a game, they make it last longer, and also give you a little badge of honour that you can proudly showcase to the world, or in some games cases, hide and never show anyone in your life at risk of embarrassment. And that's why I decided to start a new series on this channel of me achieving random platinum trophies. I've already got quite a few, and I figured why not showcase what I'm doing and put it on YouTube for people to watch and laugh at me about, or in some cases be quite proud of how sad I can be when it comes to certain games. So with this new series, I will show you my trophy journey. I'll show you tips on how to achieve trophies, the story of a game, if it has one or if it's good, and also a breakdown after the video of difficulty, time taken to plat, and my recommendation on if you should go for the platinum trophy or if you should avoid it and do something more fun. For some games, I'll give you a breakdown of how to approach a platinum. For others, like this one, I'll just go through each trophy as I've earned it. So for example, along a game, I might recommend 3 or 4 playthroughs, or to do a certain thing on your first playthrough. But for a game like will be showcased in this video, I'll just show you each trophy as and when I've earned it. And I'll be starting off this series with PGA Tour 2K23, a game that came out for free on the PlayStation Plus recently, and a game I think will be a very good starting point for this series, and one that's very easy to get into. So, let's get that first trophy. And the first trophy we'll be getting is Learned Golfer, or Learned Golfer, which is for completing the tutorial / all the training lessons. It should be the first trophy you get. It teaches you about the game, and it's also just a good starting point. And the next one that I achieved was It Just Clicked, and that was for completing 18 holes with the 3-click swing option. I recommend using 3-click swing throughout the entire game. It starts you off with like what settings you want to use. Use that one. Trust me, it is a lot easier. And now, just a quick little mention, if you notice any grainy images or stuff in this video, I do apologise. I recorded 3 in a row of these guides, realising my settings were messed up after I completed the 3rd game. But we get ourselves the 3rd trophy, which is called the GIR Collector, or Green in Regulation Collector, and also kind of a big deal. The first one is for hitting all greens in regulation, so in other words, don't miss a green when you're playing. The next one, kind of a big deal, is for maxing rep with any sponsor. So basically, you get to a level where they like you. The next one is the Perfect Fit, which is for equipping a fitting. Now go into the locker on your Pro, and then go to the bottom where it says fittings, equip one to your club. It gives you a boost to that club and makes you play better, and also gets you a trophy. By the way, anything you're doing in this game, do it in the My Career section and play every single tournament. No matter how early in the game is, no matter how much you want to skip forward, play every single tournament, and I'll explain why later on. Next one we're going to go for is called Ferret, which is for holing from off the green. So basically, don't land on the green and chip into the hole, and you get yourself a bronze trophy called Ferret. Very simple trophy, you'll get that during natural progression. This is obviously just the order I got it in. The next trophy I'm going for is called Fur Collector, or Fairway in Regulation. Very similar to GIR Collector, but this one is for getting all fairways on an 18-hole course rather than all the greens. The next one, which will come through natural progression of you playing the game, is called Scratch Golfer, and that is for you achieving a handicap of 0 or better. It will tell you in the top right corner of your Pro screen, as you can see here for me, where it says it there. The next one is Home Course Advantage. Follow what I do on the screen here to change the course, and you can do that before you play any event on the tour, and it gets you the trophy for the Home Course Advantage. Like I said, go on My Career, play every single tournament. You can change the event to anything you want, whatever course you want to, just make sure it's something different. And the next trophy we're going to get is Peak Performance, which is for activating 5 skills in one match. You buy skills for your pro on the actual like my player career tab. Buy some skills, they activate naturally, or just use Tiger Woods. It should come to you. The next one is brand loyalty, which is maxing out progression with a sponsor in my career. In other words, attain level 9. And for the next few trophies, they're all quite easy. It's just for winning certain championships. That's why I said play through the career, win as many tournaments as you can. Don't skip any because you need to get the highest level. You can upgrade difficulty to make that quicker. But if I was you, just play through every one and you'll eventually get trophies like this one, which is called the Players Champion, which is for winning the Players Championship. Next up, we have the Legends Championship, which is, once again, pretty self-explanatory. It's for winning the corresponding championship, a legendary performance for winning the Legends Championship. Again, if I was you, just play every single championship you come to and win them all. Keep it on a relatively easy difficulty where you know you can win, and you'll be absolutely fine. The next one is Close One. Now, for getting Close One, when you're in a tournament, tie for the lead at the end of the 18th hole. If you do this, you'll get taken to a tiebreaker, win the tiebreaker, and you win a My Career playoff. And I did this for the Golf Club Championship. If you don't win a tournament, you can then do a second season and win it then, but it will take a lot longer to get to. The next one is for upgrading / trading in a fitting. On the screen, in the locker, in the fitting section, if you go to exchange, you press a button, it takes you to it. It'll show you on the bottom of the screen. It goes through this little tutorial the first time you do it. And if I was you from the start, always try and get orange / legendary things for your club, which is what I'm doing now. So anytime you get one, don't remove it, don't get rid of it, just trade it up and you'll get the Now That's Value trophy, plus it helps for a later trophy as well. And the next one is for earning your stripes, which is beating Tiger Woods in a rivalry. So you saw on the screen there, you got different tiers for rivals. Each time you do a championship, you can choose one rival. It is a pretty pointless feature. It doesn't really do much, and I'm not a big fan of it. But basically, work your way up from bottom to top, and you'll beat Tiger Woods, and you'll beat the rivalry against him. You'll be the top of the golfing chain. It is honestly such a bad trophy. The whole thing itself is just boring. And then you get the Regent in the North trophy as well, which is what I did for winning the Northwest Open. That's when I beat Tiger. And also then a few more I got there was blue-blooded as well for winning the Royal Championship. But yeah, the rivalry system, it's a bit pointless. Just every time you start a course, pick a rival, you'll beat them. If you win the competition or just get ahead of them, you'll beat them, and you move on to the next one, and the next one, and so on and so forth. The next one is for getting a legendary ball and finishing an 18-hole course with it. I'm not sure if you have to win, it's just for finishing with the legendary ball. So you saw what I did there to get a legendary ball. Then you'll get the golf balling trophy. Again, you can get this at any point. It doesn't have to be later on like I've done. You can do it any time you want. And now for me, one of the hardest trophies in the game, which is Think Happy Thoughts, which is to put the ball from within 2 feet of the cup and end up short within 6 inches. Now you'll see on the screen here how I am 1 foot away from the hole. 1 foot away, that's all I am. So now you've got to miss, but get it within 6 inches. Now I had to physically try to get this trophy, to get the Think Happy Thoughts. Honestly, it was a pain to do. It might come naturally, if not, do what I did there. Just try and get it to within 2 foot and play it short. It's so hard to do because it might go in. The harder the difficulty, the more that might come to you. And also then afterwards, I won the FedEx Cup. Next, follow what I did on screen there to go to a local match and then search for a course. Now this is going to help you with so many random trophies or ones that you can't achieve. For me, it was getting a hole-in-one. So what I did was, I went here, searched in the bar for hole-in-one, and then it came up with loads of different options for hole-in-one courses, and it's basically a free trophy. Now this used to get you XP, they've since patched it so you can't, so there was loads of easy XP courses. You can't do those anymore, you have to earn it through Natural Player Online or through the actual my career. I think even online it might be hard, but I don't know. Just honestly do it for the my career. It's so much easier to earn XP and quicker to do it that way. It's just you playing against yourself. Obviously, me being me, I chose the longest hole-in-one course ever, but I was committed. And you can see on the bottom right corner, it's over 16,000 feet that I've done this one putt. In the end, it's a 19,000 foot hole. Yes, that is what I did to get a hole-in-one. But yeah, there is the Ace Trophy. Basically, get a hole-in-one. Do what I did on screen. Not that hole, go for one different. So much easier to get that trophy that way, because if not, it's going to take you a long time. Once again, I did the same thing for this next one. I just typed in Golden Ferret, which is to hole from a bunker. Again, through natural play, I could not get this at all. I kept overshooting it or undershooting it or going off to the left and right. Went online, searched for the little course saying Golden Ferret, and that trophy came up. And the next one for me is potentially one of the hardest trophies in the game in terms of skill, because you've got to get your ball used for an entire hole on scramble. Now, if you have a co-op partner, this will be 10 times easier. I also use this opportunity to use Tiger Woods. Again, there's no reason for it, I just like using Tiger Woods for this one. I found a teams match, which is 2 versus 2, which is a scramble, and then went online to a random lobby and got partnered up with a random guy. Now you see, we're playing the match here. Gatortail Dale, was a guy I got partnered with. By the way, very good at this game. Ignoring that shot there, and you can see a lot of the grainy stuff there. I do apologise. But what happened here is you want to hit the ball better than not your opponent, but your teammate. And then basically, once you've done it, the ball will land, and then you will then have an option of which ball to choose. I believe the first time it's you, the second time it's then your teammate. So as you can see here, for the opposition team, they can select which ball they want to use. It's only one of them choosing, so you can't just every single time pick your ball. You've got to rely on your court partner to do it. So if you're in a match with your friend, first hole do it for you, second hole do it for them, and then play the game naturally. Luckily for me, this time round, this was on like the 7th hole I played, I believe. He said just picking my ball every single time, and I got the Heat Check trophy. Again, hardest trophy to get on your own. Just, it feels like it is anyway. The next one is Fancy Seeing You here, which is complete an online round as a pro, which is why I chose Tiger Woods. So your first online match, choose a pro, don't matter who it is, but Tiger is the best one to pick. Next one was Any Course, Any Time, which is to play as Woods and score per or better in 18 holes. You can do this online as well if you do 18 holes online to knock out them last 2 trophies together. But for me, it was easier to search hole-in-one every hole, and that's what I got, and that is how I achieved it. For this one here as well, it is for the stuff of a legend, and basically you've got to get a legendary attachment for each part of your club: the grip, the handle, and the actual club itself. Like I said before in that earlier trophy, trade up every single fitting. Don't just get rid of them or exchange it for one of the same level. Trade up, trade up, trade up to get all legendary. Once you've done that and you've got, I'll say, at least 7 legendary club fittings, then pick an exchange for different sides of your club. So like you see now, I have a shaft, a handle, and the club face itself. I've got that for one club, selected it, put it all on one, and that's all sorted. If you want more information on that, give me a shout and I'll help you out with that. But again, 3 legendary fittings on one club. It is pretty self-explanatory when it comes down to it. But now for the last trophy. The hardest trophy in the game, by far. Stuff that I don't want to do again. And it is for getting a tier 7 skill. Now, to get a tier 7 skill, in the top right corner you can see I'm level 25. It takes so long to get a high level, and it is a pain in the arse. It's so constant and repetitive, and it gets boring after a while. This is where I sank many of my hours. On a high difficulty, you earn more XP, but also you don't win as much. So basically what to aim for is, if you can score 6 or under and win every tournament, make it so basically, if you can score 6 or under on a very hard difficulty, do that. This trophy then becomes a lot easier. If you go on an easy difficulty, it'll take you a lot longer, but you might win by more. So at the same time, it might help out as well. It's just honestly just repetition again and again and again. then you've got to choose all these skills here. If you choose 3 skills in one category, you unlock the next one, and it's just a pain. But get level 25, do what I did, and you'll get the Tour Pro trophy, and the Platinum trophy has been achieved for this game. Pain in the ass to get that trophy, and this game itself was pretty fun, but it got very grindy, and in the end it took me 39 hours to get the Platinum trophy. I could have maybe brought that down to 33, 34 hours quite easily, or maybe even 25. I give this game a 2 out of 10. It's not hard to get. It's so worth doing because it's such an easy trophy. And the game was free, so you can't really argue against that Platinum trophy. And yeah, a pretty simple Platinum trophy. Would I suggest you get it? Of course I would. It's so simple. It's so easy for you to get. But it does take a lot of time. And you might need an online friend as well. But yes, one that I definitely recommend. And there you go, the first Platinum trophy in this series has been achieved. PGA Tour 2K23 has been checked off the list. I have 2 more games currently ready to go. I just need to edit the videos and put them out there. And I also have 2 more games that I am currently working on at the moment as well. One's going to take a while, the other one should be done relatively quickly. So any other game suggestions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try my best to get around to all of them. Because why not? It's something fun and different to do. If you need any more information or any help on these trophies, post in the comments below, and hopefully you might find some like-minded people who can help you, or I will try and help you myself with either more information or maybe jumping on myself depending on time constraints. But for now, this has been Baxter. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you again in the next Platinum video very soon.